Excuse me, I got a bit of a sore throat. I just wanted to address this pro-labor, the most pro-labor president, Biden. Remember he said that on the campaign trail, right? I'm going to be the most pro-labor president ever. And now they had them AOC and the fraud squad, Biden in the Senate, Democrats screw over the railway workers. I mean, it's just one thing after the other. And everybody's like, well, he's better than Trump. Like, that's your fucking comparison, right? Like, I don't get that fucking false equivalent shit. You know what I mean? Like, well, at least he's not Trump, who's a racist and the this and the that. And it's like, yo, shut the fuck up, man. Like, if anybody's a fucking bigot in this government, it's fucking Biden. I mean, what did he say? He doesn't want his kids growing up in an interracial playground or a hellhole, whatever the fuck he said. The crime bill. He's always been a Dixiecrat, right? Which, if you look into the history of the Democrats, I know people are like, well, they switched parties a long time. No, they didn't. They held the civil rights bill from being passed way earlier than it did in 63, 64, something like that, 62, 63, somewhere in there, right? 63, 64, somewhere in there, anyway, between 62 and 64. I think it was 63, but which would be right between. But yeah, I mean, and he was part of all that, that was his shit, Nancy Pelosi, she's been in California politics since the 80s. What's that bitch done? Not much. Biden, I mean, he's done more to disparage and destroy black and minority communities, poor communities as well, than any other president. But well, I shouldn't say that. Any other president in our recent 20, 40 years of history. Just saying, And I know everybody, oh, you love Trump. No, I don't like any of these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I think Trump would be a mistake to run. He might win, but I think it would be a mistake to run him. Like I said in the video yesterday, I just, I don't get how everybody still hook, line, and sinker supports this fucking bullshit administration. I said, I'm embarrassed to admit I voted for them. I mean, really embarrassed to admit that I voted for them. I don't know if I'll ever vote again. Probably not for a Democrat. Bernie Sanders, he's signing on for all this shit. It's ridiculous. But yeah, the most pro-labor president had them vote out. So so if they went on strike, it'd be $2 billion a day it would cost America, right? You would think one day would pay for their sick leave. I mean, I was a laborer in the labor union for a long time, and we didn't really have sick leave, I mean, we could take days off, but you didn't get paid unless you worked, But, I get it. They're not allowed to take days off either, They're like, well, if you're sick, you could take the day off in 2 weeks. Not today while you're sick, though. We need you. So the most pro-labor president, I seen someone post a bunch of his accomplishments, and I'm like, none of that happened. Oh, we defeated Big Pharma. No, you didn't. Oh, student loan debt. That ain't happening. Oh, build back better. Bullshit. You ain't doing that. Gun reform. Yeah, okay. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, I don't understand how everybody's like, oh, he's doing great. I mean, I know that the vast majority of us, and, I was no fan of Trump, but I was doing a lot better under Trump. I can tell you that fucking much. Business-wise, everything, I mean, I'm doing well, don't get me wrong, but I was doing better then. All right. Fucking video's way too long. Peace, everybody. The most labor-friendly president ever. Joseph can't fucking think Biden. I guess I got a little bit of the Biden. Peace, everybody. Have a great Friday.